I don't want a divorce, but I can't keep living like this either. If you've ever whispered that to yourself in the bathroom, in the car, anywhere nobody could hear you, I need you to keep watching. Because what I'm about to say is a thing you've been waiting for someone to finally tell you. You show up to family dinners, you smile, you answer the questions, you go through the motions of a life that looks completely normal from the outside. But inside, you feel like a ghost, present everywhere, seen nowhere. I remember a night I was sitting on the bathroom floor. Not because something dramatic had happened, nothing dramatic ever happened. Just another ordinary evening where I had given everything and received nothing back. I sat there and I asked myself, is this what love is supposed to feel like? Like I'm always giving and slowly fading. And the scariest part wasn't the question. The scariest part was I didn't know the answer anymore. Because I had been so busy managing the marriage, managing the house, managing everyone's feelings that I had completely lost track of my own. And I want to ask you something. When was the last time you checked in with yourself? Not with your to do list, not with his needs, not with what the family expects. With yourself. What you actually feel, what you actually want, what you actually need. Because here's what I've noticed about women like us. We become so fluent in everyone else's language that we forget we have our own. We become so good at holding everyone else together that we forget we are also allowed to fall apart sometimes. We become so focused on fixing the marriage that we forget that the most important relationship we have is the one with ourselves. And that night on the bathroom floor, I finally asked myself a different question. Not why won't he change, not what am I doing wrong, but this. If I stop trying to fix everything around me, could I start fixing something inside me? That question changed the direction of my entire life because it took my attention off him and put it back on the only person I actually had the power to transform, me. If you're still watching, you are not the woman who is looking for permission to leave. You are the woman who is looking for permission to stay without disappearing. And that permission, I'm giving it to you right now. You do not have to choose between your marriage and yourself, but you do have to choose yourself first. Not instead of your marriage, first. And here's how that starts. Stop asking, why doesn't he understand me? Start asking, where am I not being honest with myself? Because most of the time, the conversation we are trying to have with our husbands is actually a conversation we haven't had with ourselves yet. We haven't admitted to ourselves what we actually feel, what we actually need, what we actually won't accept anymore. So we try to have that conversation with him and it comes out unclear, emotional, easily dismissed. But when you get clear inside first, when you know exactly what you feel and why, when you've stopped lying to yourself about what's okay and what isn't, your voice changes. It gets quieter and more powerful and much harder to dismiss. Clarity is not something he gives you, clarity is something you give yourself. And clarity is where your power lives. I want to say something to you directly. You are not stuck. You are not gone too far. You're not too broken to come back from this. You're simply a woman who has been so busy holding everything else together that she forgot to hold herself. And that changes this Saturday. This Saturday, I'm hosting a free masterclass, and inside, I'm going to show you something nobody else is teaching. Not how to fix your marriage, not how to change your husband, but how to find yourself again inside your marriage. How to get clear about what you feel, how to speak it without it becoming a war, how to choose yourself without burning everything down. Through the Reclaim framework, 7 steps that take you from sitting on the bathroom floor wondering if this is all there is, to waking up knowing exactly who you are and what you deserve. The link to register is in my bio. Go there right now. I know what's going to happen if you don't. You're going to keep going through the motions, keep smiling at the family dinners, keep being the ghost in your own life. But you didn't watch this entire video to keep doing the same thing. Something in you is ready. Something in you has been ready for a while. This Saturday, let that part of you finally be heard. Register through the link in my bio. The masterclass is free. And the woman sitting on the bathroom floor, she deserves so much more than the floor. She deserves to come home to herself.